What's going on, comic book community? Welcome back to the Comic Talk. Got the pull list for the week. New comic book day, Wednesday, January 27th. Man, we're gonna get right into it. We got so many books to discuss and talk about. So hot pop culture item this week: Star Wars the last week and a half. Ever since High Republic dropped, really the last couple of weeks. And Star Wars Insider Magazine is celebrating their 200th issue coming up soon. Peach Momoko was doing a variant cover of The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. It looks lit. Go pick it up. So anything Star Wars related, we got to pick up. So starting off this week's pull list with Star Wars Adventures Smuggler's Run, issue number 2. This is the IDW series that Disney is doing with IDW. So these are more family-oriented books. Not to say that Star Wars isn't family-oriented, but IDW more so for these are more push for children, but there's still really great stories. And of course, Han Solo and Chewbacca, what's not to love? Moving over to Boom Studios, we got a few books here. Of course, you always got to pick up Something is Killing the Children, issue 14. James Tini in the fourth, killing it. Erica Slaughter, they've had the run from the slaughterhouse, and she's got the kids with her, and they're looking for the hideout or somewhere to hide out until they figure out what to do next with the monsters in town. And the townsfolk in the gym at the school, they're in for a treat too. All right, next up, issue number 5. We only find them when they're dead. This issue's finally starting to pick up. They found a living god, but then they are trying to kill this living god, and our captain is in trouble, dire trouble too, as he is now on top in space, not in his ship, but out in space on this god. So we're gonna see what happens to him. It's really exciting stuff. Very good book by Al Ewing. And last one from Boom, we got Mega Man Fully Loaded, issue number 6. The twins are going at it again. Very fun read if you're a Mega Man fan. I would check it out. All right, Image Comics 314 for Spawn. This is the Greg Capullo cover. It's starting to come to an end here. All the Spawns are coming together for one final showdown. Check out that book, man. It's really good. So I had the privilege of reading issue 1 last week of this because I knew issue 2 was coming out this week. So I kind of quickly went through my my backlog of books. I'm about a month behind, but I pulled out Post Americana number 1. Issue number 2 came out. This is actually a really fun read. Just a post-apocalyptic story about these federalists inside a mountain trying to escape like the new democracy that is spurred up because it's all like a fallacy or something. Just false innuendos being put out. So when they escape, these two guys escape, they come across all these people that live in like the Badlands around America because it's savage. They get mauled by chickens because they're radioactive chickens. It's crazy serious. I highly suggest checking it out. Moving on, we have issue 31 of Monstrous. After taking a little hiatus, it's back. Marjorie Liu, Sana Takeda, one of the best written, best artistically designed comic books out on the market right now. Highly suggest you guys checking that out if you love indie books, if you like horror books, if you like mystical art style books. Lots of magic, lots of knights, fairy tales, all that found in that book there, Monstrous. And lastly, by Image, Department of Truth, issue number 5. What's there to say, man? You like conspiracies, this book is really fun, and it's crazy too. And we got I think this is a C cover as well. Nice little variant cover there for the lady with no eyes. All right, some other independent books I thought was really cool to check out this week. This is Scout Comics. We have Stake number 1. Of course, something about vampires and nightlife, and you know, it's just check it out. I wish I had more to say about it, but it's right up my alley with that kind of night scene, the style of music, and anything vampire related I'm going to pick up. Another one by Scout that's got some buzz because of how wacky it is Sweet Downfall. This is issue number 1. A crash test dummy becomes a hitman for this gang outfit, but the one, what is it? He gets this new job where he steals, or he has to transport something, and when he opens this box up, there's a mermaid inside. He falls in love with this mermaid, so now he's like having second thoughts about if he's doing the right thing or not, or if he should help this mermaid escape and live happily ever after, you know. So I think that's kind of a cool premise. Crash test dummy becoming a hitman. I think that's cool. All right, and finally our last independent book this week, Dead End Kids, issue number 1. This is the second series, The Suburban Job. It's about following a group of kids trying to figure out how to live their lives after 9/11. So I think that the premise itself is really, really fascinating. You know, being from New York City, it hits home. So I really, really want to check that out. And I encourage you guys, if you love independent books, check that one out. You won't be disappointed. I keep saying that a lot. Disappoint. All right, now we can move over to DC. We have Batman: The Adventures Continue, issue number 8. If you're a fan of Batman, the animated series, this is a no-brainer. Check it out. Bruce Timm is on it, the original writers, and staying within the style of the animated show. Issue number 2 of Batman Black and White. Variant cover here done by, no, actually this is cover A, done by Jock, one of my favorite artists of all time. Detective Comics 880, one of the best comic book covers of all time. I don't care who you ask, it literally is one of the best. But some short stories of Batman. You always pick up Batman stuff because he's the best character. One of my favorite books on the market right now is a Batman story, but this one's on Harley Quinn. Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn issue number 4. You guys like true crime, noir style stories? This one is fantastic. Starlet and I can't remember the main antagonist in this story, but they're killing off golden age film actors and actresses from like the 30s and 40s. So Harley gets called in to investigate because there's ties with Joker and Jack Napier. Okay, Future State. Here we go with Future State, guys. Legion of Superheroes. We got Brian Michael Bendis on the title. So we're going to pick it up, see what they do with these characters, if anyone cares or not, because Legion of Superheroes has a devout, dedicated group of fans. But when it comes to mainstream DC, nobody cares. And I hope that's a good book. Brian Michael Bendis has wanted to write that for years, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what spin he puts on it. Moving on, we have Superman versus Imperious Lex. So we'll see what Lex is up to in Future State. Aquaman, based on his kid. So we're gonna see how many years into the future this book is. We picked up the variant as well. Batman versus Superman. I believe it's Jonathan Kent and Tim Fox there teaming up together for this book. Then we have, this one's interesting here. We have the Suicide Squad. So this is like kind of like a different Earth, supposedly. Seeing our titular heroes. There's also a Black Adam story in the back as well. But why they're on the Suicide Squad under Amanda Waller's watchful eye. And then we picked up a variant cover for that as well, because I just really liked the B cover variant for it. Issue number 2 here of Dark Detective. So Bruce Wayne is on the run, and we get some more interesting tidbits on why the magistrate is after Bruce, after everyone thought that he was dead. So that's going to wrap it up for DC, except for one more book, which is our pick of the week. Moving over to Marvel, we're finishing off the first limited series for Shang-Chi. So this should be a good read before his second series starts. And remember, 2021, we're getting that Shang-Chi movie, so it's going to be a lot more Shang-Chi within the Marvel Universe this year. Issue 25, Part 4 of Brave New World, featuring Captain Marvel, still out in the future. We'll see what happens with this book. Very fun read. Like I said in the last couple of weeks, I want to go back to X-Men titles, so we picked up X-Men issue number 17. We're going to kind of figure out what's happening here as Cyclops and Jean Grey select their new ragtag team of X-Men to help them in their cause, separate of the Council. This one has picked up some steam for some reason this week. I can't remember why off the top of my head, but I wanted to get back to reading it. But this is Wolverine issue number 9. So I want to kind of see what's happening here. And then since it's still January, they're doing the month-long Alien covers. So I think this is the second best Alien cover that they put out. Wolverine versus the Xenomorph. The best one was that Venom and Xenomorph face off. That one was awesome. And we have another awesome one right here. Fantastic Four issue number 28. And this one is a throwback to Fantastic Four issue 1 with the Xenomorph coming out of the out of the street instead, which I think is really, really cool. Strange Academy issue number 7. So the teachers and Dr. Strange finally try to find out what happened to Doyle. Doyle died in the last issue, spoilers, but there you go. Spotlight variant cover for one of the characters here, Arthur Adams. Issue number 7 there, guys. Strange Academy. Spider-Man issue number 58. Finally moving away from Last Remains here, guys. It looks like there's going to be some sort of tie-in here with Mr. Negative. So looking forward to that. Again, I'm about a month behind in my reading, so I wish I could talk more about what these books to preview them. But if you're a big fan of Spider-Man, you're always going to pick up Amazing Spider-Man. A couple new series too that are coming out in 2021 for you guys to look out for. And finally for Marvel, we have King in Black tie-ins. So we have Namor issue number 3 pulling out the tide to help them in their cause against Null and the symbiotes. And then Daredevil issue number 26. Remember, Elektra took over the mantle last issue, so is this going to be a continuation of what's happening there? Is this a King in Black tie-in before Daredevil goes to prison? And we have the variant as well with Elektra on the backside. And also, Kingpin, what's his affiliation? Daredevil gave him an ultimatum, but Kingpin has also set up a group of Thunderbolts to go after Null as well, so they might pop up in that book. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys a quick big pickup for the week. I found the 4th printing of Something is Killing the Children, issue number 1. Happy to add this to the collection. These books are going for so much. Even the 6th printing, 2 printings after this, $80 comic book minimum. Crazy. And of course we picked up the 2nd printing of Star Wars The High Republic, issue number 1. This is the 2nd printing. This is one of the splash pages towards the end of the book. But this book I've seen in LCS is already selling for $15, and it just came out today. Unbelievable. Finishing off the week, guys, I want to show you my pick of the week. These books are super important to me, and I don't hear a lot of buzz, and people aren't talking about this, but this is Academy Award winner John Ridley's take on the DC Universe. This is The Other History of the DC Universe, issue number 2. John Ridley is taking Black African-American superheroes, telling their side, their stories of how they felt growing up within the DC Universe, their transgressions. It's unbelievable. Here we got Bumblebee and Harold, the Duncans, married couple, and they're going to go over their time in the 70s with the Teen Titans, showcasing their life growing up as a black teenager in the 70s. So I highly suggest checking it out. That's my pick of the week. I'm really excited to read that book. So those are the comic books for the week. I want a couple more things to show you guys. We had our ComicTom101 Mystery mail call come in as well, so I wanted to show you guys some of the books that came in. These are just the variants that come every month. They give you 2 exclusive variants, so I want to show you guys Buffy the Vampire Slayer issue number 20. I can't remember who did the I think we have it here on the card. So I didn't get the Virgin art there, but this is the Tano, oh, excuse me, is Shannon Mayer Mystery Mail Call exclusive by Shannon Mayer for that Buffy. And then we also have the Lucio Parillo variant for Eternals issue number 1. Very beautiful book there. I hope people give a damn about the Eternals, because it's looking like nobody's like, who are these guys? And that movie comes out, I think, this year, right? 2021 for the Eternals. So hopefully they're pulling a Guardians of the Galaxy style revival, like this, like big boom for them. That'd be great. And then last but not least, I picked up 3 copies. I ordered this a month ago because I thought there was spec on this, but 3 copies of the 2nd printing for Daredevil issue number 25 with Elektra right on the cover, splash page in there. This is her first cover appearance in the Daredevil suit. So that's from Comics Elite. I picked up 3 copies, and you order super easy. If you do the FOC for most of these comic book sites, 35% off if you order 2 months in advance for these books. So it's a great price to do that if you guys are comic book fans, if you guys are comic book speculators. This is how people grab their books. They pick up a lot of them, and then they just sell them for cover price or more, depending on speculation on the secondhand market, Instagram, eBay, Mercari shout out. So guys, I hope you enjoyed everything that we picked up this week for January 27th, new comic book day. It's been a blast. I just, man, so much goodness here if you guys are super excited and just love pop culture and comic books in general. So if you like the video, please drop a comment down below. Join the Discord in the description below. We talk about comic books every single day. Share your pull list, share your suggestions, share your speculation for what's going to happen in the 2021. And you know, we can also talk about your favorite Marvel and DC movies and indie movies that they made over the years. Season 3 of The Boys coming up, something to look forward to. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video, and we'll see you then. Don't forget to bag and board them.